Hello Vlogalogue, how's it going? I hope you are well. I'm sleep issues, overworking, and I can't even remember what we were talking about this week. Internet and creativity, that sort of thing. Yeah, I got my disagreements with people, but doing a thanks boo or just some German dude for filling in, and I believe that Victoria is back this Tuesday, which is freaking awesome. So excited for that. I want to talk. I feel like I pick these topics just based off of what's going on in my life, what am I doing, and therefore let's talk about that. Which is a little unfair, but hey, I'm the one that has to come up with topics. So I've been reading a bunch of books about kind of personal finance and stuff, because I'm 25 now, and I feel like, I gotta actually start saving, like retirement saving and all that fun stuff. But it's an interesting topic because I think a lot of us tend to go through life not thinking about money. Or, we think about debt, but we don't necessarily think about money and the relationship that we have with it. So that's kind of the question that I have for you guys today. What is your relationship with money? Is it a cool thing? Are you like, oh my god, money? Or is it a terrible thing? You're just like, I wish that I didn't have to deal with this. It is the worst thing. Are you a spendthrift? See, that's a weird word, because I honestly don't know what it means. I need to look it up. I've forgotten, because it seems like an oxymoron, because thrifty people don't spend and spendy people aren't thrifty. So spendthrift, I don't know if that means that you don't spend or that you spend. I don't know. Are you the type of person that tries to save? Are you the type of person that tries to spend? Are you the type of person that just doesn't have an option? It's going where it's going, and you're just trying to make ends meet. I think it's an interesting question. I know that personally I've been very, very bad about saving, and I look back now that I'm trying to focus on being more financially responsible, and I look at it as I wish that I had made the decisions that I'm trying to make now much earlier, because I look at, if I had just saved stuff like 5 years ago, even a little bit of stuff, I'd be in a much better place, but I'm not, because I'm stupid. Instead, even this year, I look at money and I try and save up, and then I spend as soon as I have an amount. Is that for me, the idea of saving is you watch this number, and especially because interest rates are so bad right now, you watch this number slowly pile up, and you're like, good, now I can afford a cool thing. But it's something that I think is kind of the first step to planning your finances, is understanding where is your money actually going. And for me, I have some bad habits, like ordering way too much delivery food and spending a ridiculous amount on food, or buying new toys, new cameras, new camera equipment. And even now that I'm trying to be responsible, I'm still looking at stuff. I'm like, oh, it'd be really cool if I could get that. Look at all the things I could do. And the reality is, I don't use all of those things anywhere near as much as I expected to. There's an interesting thing where you look forward and you anticipate these purchases, and you get excited that you've made the purchase, and then it gets in on Amazon or whatever, and then you're excited when it gets there and you unbox it, and that's all exciting, and then you realize it's been sitting on a shelf for quite some time, whereas if you'd have saved that money, it would be different. I read on a blog post somewhere that one of the things that makes it hard for young people to save is that we feel so disconnected from our future selves. I don't know what I'm going to be like at 30. Skinny, super attractive, successful, probably a billionaire, I'm guessing. But one of the reasons that it's hard to save is that, you know, you get some money in and then basically you have a choice. You can spend it or you can give it to a stranger. That's what saving is. It's just giving money away to some future you who you don't know if they even deserve the money. So why should you give them your hard-earned money? You work for it. Which I think is kind of an interesting way to think about things. But you know, the more I think about my own life, I you know, with dealing with epilepsy and you know, just not being in the best of health, I think is probably a good idea that future me doesn't die from not having money. That's my relationship with money. What's yours? I'm genuinely interested to know. I know it's kind of a taboo subject. You don't talk to people about money. I'm not asking people's finances. I'm not asking, you know, how much you make or whatever. I think that it is interesting that your cost of living kind of scales up based on the amount of disposable income you have. You know, I still sometimes feel like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, even though I'm making far more than when I was in college. And it's weird to kind of look back on that. But anyway, let me know what you think. Money, money, money. What is it to you?